has been hittable. He was involved in their first base split. And neither and nobody out. And so the infield back at double play. That has not been the case this year. And for it. And Abrams fouls it off. What helped hit it from right field, but and again the infield comes in and Young
or Brett Beatty
speedster at the plate. Abrams with speed could be larger than usual. Second, and he missed. And pops out.
Cisco's not going out to talk to Peterson. So
Under the hitter. And Young hits it, handled that cleanly. No error on the play, but an RBI. Tyson passed balls in his career. And he lifts one.
You get a base hit in your first at bat.
And major league start. O'Shea, 7th of his career, and he's slipped 2 from Cavalli. And he fouls back. 2 coming to Bichette. Joey Weaver puts it away, 1 out. Tonight, including a 2-run homer. Team.
Back in this game down 2.
Melendez was 1 for 3 last night. It's kind of like yours against the Mets. 1-2 coming. A double. At 3-2 to Melendez, and the curve off homestand for Alvarez. Soto has to 4. And that short fuse, and he lays off. 2 coming, and the fast to not challenge. Advantage. Melendez at first, and Beatty takes that one to Beatty, and it's a wave ball. And Tyrone swings it a high. And Taylor fouled it back. And the breaking ball sits. Struck him out with the fastball. Settled in. And we reached base safely. Well, here's Nassim Newt, the edge of the grass as well.
And Peterson's able to get it on the way over.
He gets a break. He was able to close the distance for the second in the order. Same time diminished this year the way they had hoped. 2-3 inning. And we 6 runs in the first inning. Right on target. That retires this. And just bat has really come alive the last. It was interesting.
A lot about Carson. We'll be paying attention to what the game's at.
There's Marcus Semien.
You're trying to get on base.
Loaded jam in the first. And he looked great.
Shed Juan Soto to take you right now. It's like
Francisco Lindor. New York. David Peterson's first pitch hit in 14 at bats against Peterson. Allen. I mean, chance is big.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to over. Throws out Meade 2 away. So I want Derry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want the
hopping perfectly to get off against Cade Cavalli.
All been building to this moment.
And then retire the side in order in the second.
Look up in the zone a little bit, somewhere up in there, outside corner. If I get him up after that first inning, giving up 2 runs.
So goes opposite field. Well, this needs
half with 1 swing of the bat.
Melendez. Now we have
accurate he is, even though the ball's first carry.
Is it MLB
inning right here, not letting him run score in
a row? And he would. Candy.
And they had Peterson start throwing his bull, emphasize how he needs to get on track with his ability to really. If I do eat one, I'm going to have to eat it on the right. That my crown had come off. Thing though is that I may not be able to pay. Well, the other unfortunate part of it,
I need a new card.
Here's the 2-0, and Weaver
style.
Joey Weaver makes a 3-1 wash. Always a threat to bunt, even with 1. They just moved him, and that, and he gets. Just 2 coming, and he struck for Peterson, and Woodishall game. Swing and a bid, and 1-2 coming. Wood, and he walked him. That's tack on a run and lead 4 for 2. And Meade takes a fast and runs. And a high, a 7. Jacob Young. And that is outstanding. A home run by Juan Soto to cut.
But unfortunately didn't.
And he was down the first inning.
Yeah, that would have played
First time. He wrote the schedule. Swinging. Trying to get
lost wallet.
Marcus Semien
Gets a breaking ball, shoots it right back through the bottom.
And Ronnie. The Mets face a lefty if he's in the lineup.
Here's a breaking ball.
And Mauricio goes down on the putback with Ian Begley, and then two of his own. And the fastball and the sweeper won himself a starting job for this year.
I think it's we were talking to Charlie and we'll call you up, but he hasn't been able to. So
there. Well, Nunez gets down the line as fast as the force play, and that retires the side. Starting to fall. Bichette leads off at Cavalli. Run was his third of the year. The game to be a
theory. It makes sense, but take my own bat, my own plate appearance.
Grounded down at first and struggling, but Soto is not.
More thought about taking away the hole.
Now keep in mind, it's not like
I remember that. I think that Aaron
Melendez fouls it off and it's 2-2. Maybe we should make it that games don't get wiped. Nobody out. And he pulls one. So now Alvarez will try and keep the line moving. 2 out. So 2 out. Soto at third. And Beatty goes down. Turning point at bat in this game.
Felt like when he got the strikeout of Ruiz, he was
out. 4-10. Drove in a run and scored a run in the fourth. And the backdoor sweeper missed up 2 runs. And it's pulled.
Get in your shot, but Carson Bench had come down. New York too, but I would back up first base when I was probably 100 times. And finally, Carson was slamming down here.
Right. There's a good. That's it sharply, safely. It's 10-2. And he breaks his bat. Not allowed to give balls to the fence.
Own bats for that specific.
Gets there to make the catch, and the runners. Now the infield backs up with 2 outs per team.
Yes. I'm okay either way. I think if you were going to
full ABS. 2-2 coming. Swing up against Cade Cavalli. Way out to get that pop up from Taylor. Carson Bench. The Angels system.
These guys old men can play. Action from Cavalli.
And slam. Semien 0-2 hit.
Yes, he does. There's unlucky. Thank you.
But Lyle retreats to get it. 7th inning, 10-2. Where they got wet. That was a nice effort and almost got to it.
Middle of the plate a little bit more than he'd like, and we.
This is 0-for-3, and he takes it back.
It was hard to see the drops and the base.
Do you think those folks precipitation? Fly ball. Stumble along single. He's driven in a run. High school scoring list. That's Treasley. A 2-run double appearance tonight. It runs and 8 hits. And the curveball. Giving up a hit his first time out. Wanted to be a starter and told his agent started more games there. Already has 3 hits tonight. First time out. You know,
That's where the game is heading right now with the.
Jacob Young at the plate.
Yeah, didn't give himself a chance at the.
That's lined up the middle run with his second RBI of the night. Outs for Lyle tonight. And he takes. He's in count. 1 for 3 tonight. He slashes. That is the.
Recognize what's going on in the game. Not too dissimilar from what Clay Holmes did last night.
And Bichette. 8th pitch to Bichette, and he poked.
Out. Now I'm not playing left field.
Homered and second. The last fly ball to the
Exactly.
Sea and City.
One hit.
3-year-old from Jacksonville, Florida. I was commenting. Always his few strides, and he's got it. One more will lead off for the Nats in the 8th, 7th. I mean, why not? He's got. And Nicholas. Yes. Let's see. He needs some. Nunez. And he got 0 for 4 tonight.
Like some momentum going
Here Friday. Swinging. Alvarez has struck out. Schultz.
edge of the plate.
There's nobody throwing on the outs. Brett Beatty. And
Base. Ouch.
up the just in hits, but still down by 11. And he out. First and third, 2 out, and play side retired. Off to the hot pitch. He'll play first. James and Edwards. And Edwards.
Really have. I got.
To provide the win.
Had the spin built into it, so it carried a little. Do it on the breaking ball.
Career 4-hit game. And the breaking ball thrown in any game this year.
2 in this final game of this 3 games.
Abrams has 3 hits. Slater picks it off for the 3rd out.
I mean, that's just for to get through it, but to be a little.
And Mauricio Chase an off day tomorrow, and the Mets will not. Throws him out from his knees. The Mets to California. That's drilled. And the sweeper is fouled off. 0-2. Where they got wet. That's drilled to deep left. Back goes. Gave it a nice effort and almost got to it. But Weimer has
Middle of the plate a little bit more than he'd like, and Weimer makes him pay with 2 strikes.
Well, the expect. And that's a 4-pitch walk to Nunez. He's 0 for 3, and he takes back to the sweeper for a strike. Was there anything?
It was hard to see the drops and the baseball, and so you try to go.
Well, there's no question the color of the infield. And he pops one up in foul ground. That'll go out. And do you think those folks came here with their Mets poncho? Precipitation? Fly ball out to left. Melendez started it. Stumble along. Win last night and single. He's driven in a run. So we talked about his dad high school scoring list. That's drilled into right center for a base hit for easily. A 2-run double for James Wood. He's got a 3 RBI appearance tonight. Facing Curtis Mead, who takes a strike. Mead runs and 8 hits. And the curveball hits sharply. Nice backhand stop. Ronnie left some skid marks. Giving up a hit his first time out. Gives up a hit to the first man. That's now his 9th. But to be a starter, and told his agent to find teams that would let him start. Started more games there. Strikes out House to end the inning. Doherty has 3 hits tonight, and he takes up and in for ball 1. First time out. You know, the way the Mets bullpen is constructed right now.
That's where the game is heading right now, with the bullpen needing the ability to go.
And a 4-pitch walk to Abrams is Jacob Young at the plate. Young is 0 for 3 on a plate.
Yeah, didn't give himself a chance at the plate. Ended up having to go 3 unassisted.
That's lined up the middle, a base hit for Young. A run with his 2nd RBI of the night. And it's 3rd outs for Lyle tonight. And he takes first pitch curveball for a strike. Losing count. Lyle strikes out to end the 1 for 3 tonight. He slashes 1 foul. So Kate, that is the most consecutive strikes thrown.
Recognize what's going on in the game. That's one got away a little bit. Not too dissimilar from what Clay Holmes did last night.
And Bichette slashes another one foul. Where the Baltimore 8 pitch to Bichette, and he pokes one to short. Nunez to his left.
What kind of ball do you think he would out? Now, I'm not playing left field, so it might make it a little bit more difficult. But
Homered and second. The last Mets cycle was fly ball center field. Let's see.
Exactly.
The Sea and City.
Juan hits to the scoreboard. He certainly does.
The 3-year-old from Jacksonville, Florida.
Yes, Bowles High School. Then
I was commenting in the clubhouse today that Slater always has been a specialist. A few strides, and he's got it. 1-2-3 inning for Cianel Perez. Off to will lead off for the Nats in the 8th. Takes a big hack hit at 7th. I mean, why not? He's got the arm to throw guys out at second base. Weaver takes the letter high strike, and it's just a bit outside. And
we haven't had a
Nicholas. And strike 3 call. Can't be observed. Steve Nunez takes curveball. He needs some elevator shoes or something.
Yeah.
Nunez. And he got him looking. Got 0 for 4 tonight. So,
like, even as you win the ball game, you're some momentum going forward.
Wonder if here Friday. Swing and a miss, and Carl Edwards strikes out. Alvarez has struck out twice and grounded into a double play. Schultz made his big league debut with Toronto in his hometown of Orem.
Edge of the plate.
There's nobody throwing in the Mets bullpen, so do we think on the outside corner, and Alvarez strikes out Brett Beatty, and Beatty lofts one into left field for a bit. Beatty not being held on a reason why the unwritten rules are
base. Ouch.
Up the middle, and Taylor's got his second hit of the night. Just in hits, but still down by 11 runs.
Here's the pitch.
And he grounds one on the right side and out. First and third, 2 out, and Torrens takes a fastball strike. It's the play, side retired. Off to the 9th we go. Not pitch. He'll play first base for the first time as a Met. James Wood has the hardest hit ball in this game. And Wood takes, and Edwards misses upstairs with the curveball, and it's 3. And Edwards strikes out Wood. That's 5 consecutive.
You can see with Carl Edwards, he's got his really have.
Curtis Mead lifts to provide the window dressing for the National.
Had the spin built into it, so it carried a little bit better through the left side. Do it on the breaking ball.
Career 4-hit game. Good changeup by Edwards, and taking big, and the breaking ball hit out to right center. And Bench has thrown in any game this year. 13-run.
2 in this final game of this 3-game set.
So P.J. Abrams has 3 hits, 2 singles and a double. Slater, who picks it off for the 3rd out. Meade's home run.
I mean, that's just for each one of them to be to get through it, but to be a little bit more disjointed and go to the bullpen.
Fouls off the changeup, and it's 1-2. And Mauricio chases another changeup for strike 3, and an off day tomorrow, and the Mets will not. Inside to Bichette, ball 1. Throws him out from his knees. Beautifully done by Jose Tena. He's got a single, double, and home run tonight. The Mets' first 2 road trips have both taken them to California. That's drilled to deep right field.